everybody, it's me, Steve Schnee, the CD Junkie. This is a special Real Gone Music Records Christmas special. I've got tons of Christmas CDs in my collection, but right now I'm going to focus on Real Gone Music, who do a great job in reissuing Christmas stuff. Now, of course, you're probably saying, "Oh, Schnee, come on. It's early November. Why are you putting this video up now?" You know why? Because that's going to give you enough time to save up the money to buy all these great CDs, have them in your collection, and enjoy them as it gets closer to Christmas. But before I go through these, I just want to say a few things about Christmas. Now, the thing about Christmas, I know a lot of people just don't care about it anymore. I'm 57 years old. I should have given up on Christmas years ago, but I didn't. See, to me, Christmas is not a thing. It's not a thing that you hold. Christmas comes from here. It's feeling, it's emotion, and I have a lot of great family memories connected to Christmas and, of course, to Christmas music. In my opinion, there hasn't really been a great Christmas album since the 70s. There's been lots of great Christmas songs. Some Christmas albums that have a few moments here and there, but really, for me, between 1950 and 1975, that was the prime era of Christmas music, and I believe everything that I'm going to be showing you comes from that era. So I'm not going to keep you in suspense any longer. We're going to start with this special Real Gone Music edition of my Christmas CD episode, and we're going to start with their brand new release. This is new for 2020, and it is the fantastic strings of Felix Slatkin. This is called Season's Greetings, and it is absolutely wonderful. Now, Felix Slatkin was in the industry for many, many years. This album is pretty amazing. Came out in 1961. What he would do is he would have two separate string sections, one for the right channel, one for the left channel. It's just a lush, beautiful, momentous album. Felix Slatkin, Season's Greetings. Now, I judge these based on the emotion that they give me, and this one is just beautiful and exciting. Now, everybody loves Johnny Mathis, correct? Well, did you know that there's a 3 CD set that combines all 5 Johnny Mathis albums, plus a few extra bonus tracks in there as well. Absolutely stellar, fantastic release. John Klein, A Christmas Sound Spectacular. Fantastic. It has the Christmas Sound Spectacular album from 1959 on it, as well as Let's Ring the Bells All Around the Christmas Tree, which was recorded at the 1964 World's Fair. It's got a very distinctive, interesting sound. He uses these bronze bells to create something entirely different, and it's really, really fun. It's going to appeal to a lot of the people that love just great classic instrumental Christmas music. There's also a touch of exotica in there as well, so that's definitely something to check out. Christmas with Patti Page. This is the 1955 album, and it includes bonus tracks as well. Some great unique arrangements of Christmas songs in this, and of course Patti Page's vocals are stunning. Chet Atkins, The Complete RCA Victor Columbia Christmas Recordings. It's a 2 CD set, and it has the albums and it has some bonus tracks as well. This is mostly, of course, Chet Atkins on guitar, but he does use backing vocalists. I think some of the backing vocalists are the Anita Kerr singers, but I forgot to read the liner notes. But it's really wonderful sound. Stanley Black, Christmas Holiday for Romance. Stanley was a British band leader, and I read somewhere that he's like the British equivalent of Glenn Miller. It does have that romantic, touching, beautiful feel to it. And that was an album that came out in 1954, now available on CD. The classic Ventures Christmas album from 1965. This features the album in both mono and stereo. And I'm more of a stereo guy when I put on the headphones, and you can hear the separation, and I love that. But mono is really powerful and impactful if you're listening to it out of the speakers. It's just more in your face, and we all need more Christmas in our face, especially during tough times like these. Now, let me take a break here. Remember, you can buy these all at realgonemusic.com. Order now so they arrive well before Christmas and you can enjoy them. We're going to talk about The Living Voices. This actually has 2 albums on it. The Living Voices Sing Christmas Music and The Little Drummer Boy. Sing Christmas Music came out in 1962. And Little Drummer Boy came out in 1965. Now, The Little Drummer Boy, I think, is the better of the albums because it is essentially the Anita Kerr singers, and the vocal arrangements are just heavenly. But this whole set is just filled with that warmth. A really great collection. Andre Kostelanetz and his orchestra, the complete Christmas albums. This contains the albums Joy to the World, The Music of Christmas, Wonderland of Christmas and Wishing You a Merry Christmas. It's really lush, and it really brings that Christmas feeling home. It's really a fantastic collection. Perry Como Complete RCA Christmas Collection. This is a 3 CD collection. You don't see 3 CD Christmas collections out there very often. But this contains the albums Perry Como Sings Christmas, Around the Christmas Tree, Season's Greetings from Perry Como, and the Perry Como Christmas album. It also features 13 bonus tracks like singles and radio spots. It's really fantastic. And this is definitely a must. I mean, everybody loves Perry Como at Christmas time. And this spans from the 50s to the 70s, and it's really a great collection. Anybody that loves lounge and exotica are going to love The Three Sons, A Ding Dong Dandy Christmas. This album came out in 1959, and it is entertaining. It is fun. It is kind of kooky and crazy at times. And that wackiness brings the fun of Christmas straight to your ears. Percy Faith, The Complete Music of Christmas. This contains the 1954 mono version of The Music of Christmas, and then the 1958 release, Hallelujah. Now, something I discovered about the CD is The Music of Christmas was recorded in 1954 in mono. He re-recorded the album in 1959 in stereo. Same songs, and that is also called The Music of Christmas, and that's available separately. I did not realize that until after I bought this, so I too have to go to realgonemusic.com and purchase the stereo version of Music of Christmas by Percy Faith. But you can order this and that one, and you'll have the complete collection. One of my favorite vocalists of all time is Mr. Andy Williams. This is the Complete Christmas Recordings. It is a 2 CD set, and it features the Andy Williams Christmas album, Merry Christmas, Christmas Present, and some rarities. So definitely check that out. Andy Williams, wonderful, wonderful vocalist, a lot of warmth, a lot of joy. His voice works perfect for Christmas music, as most of you probably already know. Sammy Kaye, I Want to Wish You a Merry Christmas. And this 1957 album contains some Christmas classics, as well as some songs that aren't quite as well known, but they all have that wonderful holiday vibe to them. And that's really what it's all about. It's really the vibe, it's the feeling, it's the emotion of Christmas. And everything I've talked about and everything I'm going to be talking about really has that wonderful Christmas feeling to it. The Soulful Strings, The Magic of Christmas, this 1968 album. It's fun, it's funky, it's kind of exotica, but it's also kind of jazz, and it's also kind of soul, and it's really, really a fun listen. Lots of great classic Christmas songs on this, done in a very unique way. The Soulful Strings, yeah, The Magic of Christmas is kind of kooky magical. Doris Day, The Complete Collection, and you have to admit, this is probably the greatest picture of Doris Day ever. Just look at that smile. It's bright as a Christmas tree. And this contains Doris's 1964 release, the Doris Day Christmas album, plus some extra special rarities that have never been released before, and some odds and ends from compilations and stuff. This is a really nice collection. Season's Greetings from the McGuire Sisters. This contains their 1958 release, which gathers together their Christmas recordings and songs that you could sort of associate with Christmas. And it also adds a few bonus tracks as well. I love it when siblings sing together because there's that extra special chemistry. And you'll find that on the McGuire Sisters. Ray Conniff, Complete Columbia Christmas Recording. This is a 2 CD set, and it is absolutely fantastic. It contains Christmas with Conniff, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and Here We Come a-Caroling. And it is just stunning because the way that he arranges the voices, there's so much emotion in it, and his unique arrangements and his unique medleys really, really add a lot of fun to the whole Christmas feeling, the whole Christmas vibe. And I absolutely love Ray Conniff. I mean, that's kind of strange from a guy who buys The Jam and The Clash and Buzzcocks and all that crazy punk rock, and I still love the greats. I connected to them when I was a kid, and that connection is still there. The Williams Brothers. This is absolutely stellar. Such a fantastic display of great vocals. This is Andy Williams and his 3 brothers. This album came out in 1970, and to hear these voices blend together, it's a stunning, stunning collection of Christmas recordings. It's not as well known as Andy's solo recordings, but the Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas on this is probably the most beautiful version I've ever heard, because their voices just blend together so well. And like I said, this is from 1970. This is celebrating its 50th anniversary now, and it will definitely bring that wonderful feeling of a Christmas straight to your heart once you put this on. If you're a fan of the Andy Williams solo Christmas recordings, you are going to love this. The New Christy Minstrels, Merry Christmas, the complete Columbia Christmas recordings, 1963 to 1966. This is a single disc. It contains 2 albums, and it is fantastic. New Christy Minstrels were a folk outfit. The first album is almost all like folk traditional Christmas, none of the classics like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or anything like that. But the second album, which was made almost by a completely different group of singers and musicians, is more of a traditional Christmas album. But I highly recommend the very first album because it is wonderful. If you love that folk sound of the New Christy Minstrels from the early 60s when they were under the supervision of Randy Sparks, then it's just undeniably awesome. This was probably the second most played Christmas album, so it's definitely worth giving a listen. The New Christy Minstrels. This is the Glen Campbell Complete Capitol Christmas Recordings. The first 11 tracks are from the album That Christmas Feeling, which is an amazing Christmas album. Absolutely stunning. It sounds like classic Glen Campbell. Remember back in the mid to late 60s, he was at his prime. This is from that era, and it is splendid. It is wonderful. Now, that album was re-released a few times, and they'd take off some songs and maybe add 1 or 2 others. So every Christmas song that Glen Campbell recorded for Capitol Records is all combined on this one disc, but it is stunning. This is amazing. It is so full of Christmas joy. Now, I admit that this and New Christy Minstrels and the Andy Williams and Ray Conniff, they were all classics in our family growing up. But everything else I've talked about this has that same warmth, that same joy that you're supposed to get out of Christmas music. Like I said at the beginning, Christmas is a feeling, it's emotion, it's passion. And I wish that people could maybe hang on to that a little bit more. It's innocence, it's joy. And yeah, I'm still just a big kid at heart, but now I have sort of a Christmas present for you. If you look in the title card of this video, you're going to see a link that will take you to my Mixcloud account where I have compiled an hour of Christmas music, 1 song taken from every CD that I have showed you in this video. Please go listen to it. Bring the joy of Christmas into your house. Remember to go to realgonemusic.com and stock up on some great Christmas music. You know what? This year, it's fine to start listening to Christmas music before Thanksgiving. I mean, this has been a pretty crazy, cruddy year, and we really need to bring a lot of joy into our lives again. Yes, that's right. We need a little Christmas. Thank you for taking the time to sit through this video. I hope you learned something. I hope it inspires you to click the link in the description card and to hear some Christmas music, and then go visit realgonemusic.com and purchase some Christmas music today. I appreciate it, and let me be the first to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Please stay safe, be well, and remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and to click that bell for future notifications. And until the next time, remember me, I'm Steve Schnee, the CD Junkie.